Do you care about how you look to other people? We all do to a certain extent, but in every society there are different ways in which people make themselves, as we can call, socially visible. Perhaps the most popular example of social visibility is when deciding what you should look like before leaving the house, such as what to wear and how to do our hair. One problem we all have, for example, is should we wear the same thing for different audiences we encounter during the day? Should we wear the same thing when just hanging out with our own family or when visiting our extended family? What about when going to a meeting with our work colleagues? In our field sites, many people change several times a day for this reason. The same problem now exists for people from both our field sites with Facebook, since most people have a variety of Facebook friends on the same site. Sometimes the situation could be even worse with tagged photos, which are the photos of you on Facebook that other people have placed there. Is this like someone else dressing you up for public display? These are quite familiar issues, but with the rise of social media, there are two new genres that have become especially popular: selfies and memes. We can think of this as being as communicative as the clothes we choose to wear. In our research, we found that while people post selfies in all our field sites, they may vary considerably. For example, last week we examined some school children in England. Danny found that on Facebook there were 5 times as many group selfies as individual selfies, and most common were ugly selfies, not pretty ones, posted on Snapchat. In the Italian field site, young female teenagers might spend hours preparing themselves for a selfie. They would change outfits and try out different makeup styles before shooting some photos. Then they have to edit this and consult with friends before finally uploading a selfie to Facebook. But once they get engaged, the emphasis on visual posting shifts more to showing their relationships to other people. Married women avoid selfies and focus on showing what they do well, such as teaching or craft and looking after their family. Secondly, let's look at memes. When you think of memes, do you mainly think of images that are just frivolous or trivial? In fact, the most popular kind of meme seen in this research is what we have called the moral meme. That is a picture with an image or a text that promotes some kind of moral value, such as love, care, friendship, or being courteous towards others. Why do moral memes seem to appear so often? Is it because sometimes it's easier and perhaps safer for people to express their ideas through images rather than words? Or because the ideas presented by the moral memes will not be attributed directly to you? Are moral memes a way of gauging whether people share your sentiments or ideals but not directly? The key point here is that this represents a new way of engaging in public life, which we need to take seriously, as we shall demonstrate further on during this week. So selfies and memes are both new ways in which social media helps expand the ideas of a visual conversation or social interaction. They are shared and commented upon. Some platforms, such as Instagram and Snapchat, are primarily visual. In Italy, these are used more in metropolitan areas than in a small out-of-the-way place such as Grano. In our comparative study, we came to realize that social visibility is not just about new platforms. When and why do people want to be visible or not too visible? In places such as in South India and Turkey, there have traditionally been restrictions on visibility, especially for women. So instead, we find lots of images of greeting cards with good wishes or film actors and actresses. Instead of showing one's daughter as an image of family life, people may want to upload images of food. In one way, South Italy and Trinidad are very different. With its carnival culture, there is more emphasis on social visibility in Trinidad, including a new idea of achieving Facebook fame by going viral. But in Italy, social media is extremely restrained and normative and largely reflects one's social status. In some of our other field sites, the key of understanding social visibility is understanding how this reflects people's aspirations. But as we shall see from our Industrial China field site and from Brazil, this again could be done in very different ways.